Hey everyone, what's up? Now, in our last video, we did the 10 interruption combo. Now, I use mainly the super heavy samurai, but most persons are like, this is a Dracoslayer deck. Now, I can tell you that I can do the same thing with Dracoslayers. No if buts or maybe. The setup is this. You need Majesty, and you don't particularly need Joko. You could have Luster directly and do the combo. But just for argument's sake, we just have these two, and you're going to need a monster to discard. No, well, it actually could be anything. So here's the combo. This is only here to discard. We won't actually make any crucial play using it. So first one up, we normal summon Joker, use this effect, and I get my Revolution Dragon. We use Revolution Dragon's effect, get Luster. Then I'm going to scale both, and I'm going to use Majesty Pegasus effect to add our Dynamite. Then we're going to use Luster to pop Majesty and add a second copy. Then we're going to use this in scale. So this is our hand now, these two. So we're going to use this in our scale and use the scale effect special summon. For everyone who didn't understand, I don't play Bunbuku. The reason why is just that it doesn't allow me to do the combo. The combo needs two elements to have. You need Ignister that was summoned properly in the grave, and you need Astrograph in your hand. If you don't have both of them, you can't do the combo. And there's no way I can sync her with Bunbuku because it's a level 3. So that automatically subtracts it from being able to do the combo. So I'm going to summon Ignister, and I'm going to use effect to special summon Dynaster. The reason why Dynaster is because if you get Nibiru, you can just still play and put up 10 negates regardless, which is actually going to be the next combo I show you. Now I'm going to scale the Majesty, and I'm going to link with these two. I'm going to go into Beyond, and Beyond's effect. I'll get my Astrograph Sorcerer. Now it's time to Pendulum Summon. I'm going to Pendulum Summon back 2 Dracoslayers. Effect will go off. I get to add the Sky Iris, and I get to throw away this. I'll activate Sky Iris. Use Sky Iris effects to pop this. That way, I can get Perform for Odd-Eye Seer. Keep note of this. The reason why I have to get Seer is because Revolution Dragon is already in the graveyard. And you're going to need to see all 3 of them. So I'm going to scale the Seer, use its effect, pop itself, and get back Revolution to my hand. And I'll never use Astrograph unless I use Revolution and it has resolved. So now is the time. Scale, effect, pop itself, get back Iggy. I'll use Astrograph effect, summon itself, because a card was destroyed, being the Revolution Dragon, and I can add a next copy. I'll now use Ignister's effect to special summon the last power loader from the deck. Now I'll link with both of these. I'll go into Exceed the Pendulum. I'll use this effect on someone to get back Astrograph. Now, I've already used this, so it's of no real value to me. I'll link with both of these. Swordsman effect, special summon 0-day. I'll exceed with it. The Garth effect, get back my Ignister on the field. It comes in defense. I'll link with both of these to go into Berserker. Berserker effect will pull back both of them. And then I can link into my Firewall, Singularity Dragon. Alright. From here, I actually haven't used the Ignister effect again yet. Remember, the first time it was in attack position when I summoned the Dinosaur, so I have one more effect now, which I will use to summon or Luster from deck. Pro tip, always keep at least one of each Dracoslayer in your deck. You never know when it might come up or you need it. So I know the last Ignister, Luster is in deck, so I can summon it later for the combo. From here, I'm going into Cross Sheep. activate Revolution. We'll use Revolution effect, pop itself, special back the boy. Ignister has to be summoned here to be able to do the combo. We'll use Fork effect and add the third and final copy. So now that we don't make a mistake, we're going to use the effect, sending itself to graveyard to get our Letre. You can activate it immediately, so that way you are able to turn on this whenever you want. Now it's time to tribute both of them to special summon. Because Dinosaur was tributed, I get to add back a card. What I'm going to add back here is Luster. And Cross Sheep will also be triggered, summoning back a monster from the graveyard. Now I'm going to use Dinosaur effect, special from hand. This way I can link 4 into Apollosa. So Apollosa has 4 negates on it already. I think I made an error here. Did I? No, I didn't. Now it's time to use Exceed effect, special summon. This was in the graveyard from earlier. And from here, you can use your Ignister's effect to special from deck. I'm going to special summon particular this. So now that I've used this and used this, I can get rid of them. But before I do so, I need to get my Savage Dragon on the field. So Ignister, pop this to shuffle back this in the deck. And I'll get the Ignis effect special. Synchro. Savage Dragon. And we get to equip. Let me put on the counters on Savage. From here I can link using both of these into OG Firewall. OG Firewall's effect, I get to add back 2 from grave. I'm going to add back Revolution, of course, and you get 1 more add back. I would always recommend putting back this, just in case if you might need it if something happens. Now I can scale the Revolution and use its effect, pop itself, get back Ignister for a final time, Ignister effect, to special summon Luster, link summon into Spheres. The Firewall is already used, we're going to link it off, and summon Zealantis in the corner, and Singularity effect, pull back Firewall. Firewall is not co-linked for 4, it is... I've heard somebody say that's a joke before. It's only 3. This doesn't count. Alright, so this is it. And of course you can tribute this, put this back in the extra deck, and get your slot on the field to lock them completely out of spell cards for the rest of the duel. Persons don't really understand it's permanently locking them from spells, because each of your standby phases, you can tribute 1 monster to maintain it. You're always going to tribute your Firewall after you bounce 3. So in my opponent's turn, I can essentially get back 1, 2, and 3 into my extra deck. My turn comes, if they don't find an out, tribute it, Singularity, bring it back, and I get to load up my extra deck with the other cards. So these are the only 2 cards in my graveyard after I load it back up. So you can do the combo again essentially. Not that I think you would. What is the combo weak to? Well, Impermanence is a hell of a card, but no one has ever had the common sense to hold back. Because as they see the Joker, they use it, and a lot of times I just summon Joker as a bait. And the deck still loses to evenly matched. No, like if they just draw 2, it's just is what it is. My best recommendation, if you're going to get evenly, is to, upon seeing the evenly, you're going to activate effects. You're going to trigger this, trigger Firewall, get back your grave and something, and this as well, and just pop the remaining cards, including the Firewall and Field Spell. That way, when the chain is resolved, you get to summon from your deck, hopefully this, and Singularity will pull back Firewall. So at the very least, they're still looking at least at 2 interruptions and they can't access their extra deck after getting evenly. So that's it. Of course, you guys can tell me your input or anything you'd like to see differently. These aren't actually the Nibiru combos as yet. I'm going to post the Nibiru combo very soon. But yeah, using the Dracoslayers, you can end on the exact same board. It's just that you won't get the extra adds to your hand because you're not using super heavy. But you can use either Dracoslayers or the super heavy, do the entire combo from A to Z, all on your own. There's no real big drawback. It's just that super heavy, you use a lot less cards to do this. Well, with these, the Dracoslayers, as you can see, I needed a card to discard. Even though I didn't use it just to throw it away, that's still an extra card. Alright, guys, you can tell me any opinions you guys have. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.